man's friend has already been sacrificed to the creature by the villagers, and he's next. Desperate to survive, he bites through the ropes binding his hands and slowly pushes the door open to check outside. But the yard is full of villagers standing guard, making it impossible to escape through the front. With no other choice, he creeps upstairs, only to come face to face with a horrifying sight. The room was filled with mummified corpses of all shapes and sizes, but to Luke's horror, they weren't actually dead. They could still talk, like living corpses trapped between life and death. Then he remembered what the girl had said earlier, that they were serving an ancient Norse god. Without a second thought, Luke set the place on fire and turned to leave. But before he could make it out, an old woman stepped in his way. Luke wasn't about to be stopped by a frail granny. He knocked her out with a punch, then quickly grabbed a hunting rifle for protection. Just then, a terrifying roar echoed from deep within the forest. The people outside dropped to their knees instantly, trembling in fear. But to Luke's shock, the furious creature wasn't coming after him. It was punishing its own followers. The sight alone sent chills down his spine. As the flames consumed the building behind him, Luke kicked open a side door and bolted outside. Seeing the monster still tearing into its worshippers, he raised his rifle, ready to take the beast down with a single shot. But the monster didn't even flinch at the bullets. It was completely unfazed. Instead, Luke's attack only enraged it even more. Panicking, Luke turned and ran, but the creature was right behind him, thundering through the forest. Within seconds, it caught up and slammed him hard to the ground. Strangely, the monster didn't finish him off. Instead, it offered Luke a choice to become its follower and gain eternal life. But Luke wanted nothing to do with immortality. He grabbed an axe from the ground, swung it with all his strength, and then took off running like a madman. Fortunately, luck was finally on Luke's side. He managed to escape that cursed forest, but something strange happened. The monster stopped at the tree limb, frozen in place, unwilling to take even one step outside. That's when Luke realized the creature's power only existed within the forest. Beyond those trees, it was powerless. As the monster let out a furious roar, Luke screamed back, releasing all the rage and grief he'd been holding inside. After all, it was because of this monster that his 3 friends had died in that forest. And as the first light of dawn broke through the trees, Luke turned and began his lonely walk home.